One pink wheel here. This is a 2009 Mazda Miata NC2. It's already on coilovers, and I'm going to put wider wheels on for autocross. So this is the stock side. Sitting at about just under 13 inches on the front and about 13 and a quarter on the rear. We're probably going to have to raise it up a little bit, but we need to do a fender roll. So this is the new wheels. So 17 by 9s with Advan AO52. What are they? 245 40 R17. So quite a bit bigger than stock, and as you can see, it does stick out just a tad. So here's the difference quite a bit of difference in width. So what we're going to need, tools we're going to need is we will need a fender roller. This is one of the better ones, supposedly. Need to put it in the short position. So need to pull this back to this hole. It starts out on this hole if you buy a new one. So pull it back to that hole. And then we'll need a heat gun. Heat up the fender to where we're rolling to about 130, 140 degrees. So we don't crack the paint. This is one of those jobs that you just want to take slow and careful. So unfortunately, the fender roller, you have to rotate it this whole length, and it'll hit the brake caliper. So we have to remove the brake calipers, at least in the rear. I'm not sure about the front yet. So I think I'm going to remove the brake, this part first, the caliper first, and then we might not need to remove the bracket. We'll see. But otherwise, we've got to remove the caliper and then the bracket. And the caliper is these here. So you need a wrench to catch in here and hold that, and then you can undo that. And same on this side. Okay, so there's a few different adjustments on the fender roller. Get this one, you get this adjustment here. You want to kind of just get it kind of snug, and then you've got this, which adjusts the angle of the roller, and then this is the thing that pushes out. So as you get in closer to here, so screwing it in, it gets loose. This comes, the angle gets looser. So as you screw it back out this way, this angle gets tighter. So you want to get it kind of snug here, and then heat everything up, and then you do like a quarter turn at a time. So just a little bit, and it's going to take quite some time, because I think we want to make sure it gets all uniform, and then just keep getting it in a little bit at a time. So I think the lesson here is to be really patient and just take it slow, and then you won't crack your paint, hopefully. Of course, if there's just a track rat, it might not matter so much, but mine's like to keep mine nice if I can. So as you can see, I've had some trouble on this lower part here, especially down here as we get close to the bottom. The problem is that the wheel for the roller hits this, so you can't get a good angle on this part, and I ended up really pushing this part out instead of this part in. And then I don't think I had enough heat on here. It's a little cold here, 45, 50 degrees. So the problem is you heat it up and then it cools down super fast. So I did put some markers on here for myself so that I know which parts I'm heating. And then something that I had is a temperature thing, which I think is really needed on this type of thing, because to let you know how cool it fasts down. So I guess I'll be doing some touch-up paint there, and I still got some more rolling here. I want it a little bit flatter. It's not real flat. We'll see. Alright, so on the right side I'm doing a little bit better. This is the first pass. What I've been doing is on the other side, I think works better, is if you do 2 passes all the way around, just get it kinked up a little bit in the first pass, and the second pass get it flat. It's also warmer today, so that makes it easier, and just heating it up more often in between passes, in between rolls. So it just takes a lot of patience, I think. Another thing I'm doing on this front part of the lip that was hard to get with the roller, I'm just using a rubber mallet to bang it in. I think that's going to be easier. It's not going to look as smooth, but it should be a little bit easier to get. So heads up, when you put your calipers back on, for the rear ones at least, you can't just use a C-clamp to push that back in. You have to turn that piston in a little bit, because of that. That's the e-brake adjustment on there. So then what you can either use a really big screwdriver there maybe, or if you have one of these guys, an actual brake kit, that works even better. Okay, so I'm doing the front one, rolling the fenders in the front a little bit, not as much as I did in the rear. I got one person saying I need to roll it, and another person saying, yeah, go ahead and roll them. I don't know, I can't get all the way over here again because of the brake caliper. I think I'm not going to take the brake caliper off and just do a mild roll, and then see where I'm at. Take a test drive and see if that's good enough. So I don't think I'm going to take the calipers off. I think I'm going to just try to roll here and see how it goes. So quick, again, on the adjustments, clockwise moves it this way, counterclockwise this moves it back out. So you want to get it kind of set, and then this you want to, this thing you want to angle so that it pushes it just a little bit at a time. Clean out the inside of the fender so there's no, especially don't want any rocks there because that'll make a pretty bad dimple probably. And take it slowly. Use a heat gun, get it up to like 140, 150, and then use a temperature sensor gauge to get, so you know when it's going, that it's hot enough, and check it after you do a couple rolls. Make sure it's hot, stays hot, especially if it's cold outside. Okay, so this is the left front fender again. So basically, that's the limit where we can, without hitting this. I didn't take this off. I'm hoping I don't need to do this. But I only rolled from here to here, and this is right where that other rivet is, other attachment to the fender liner. I kept the liner in. It seemed to work okay. Now I did have some paint peeling this time, not because it was so cold outside, and it was because it was, I don't think it was, the vast difference between 45 degrees and 60 degrees in how the metal heats up. I think the metal heated up too fast and I got it too hot. So again, watch your temperatures, because it kind of just rolled off as I hit the roller, just on the inside here, but not necessarily on this edge. So it worked pretty good. Let me show you. So there's the bottom edge where it kind of peeled off a little bit. And then I just rolled it with the liner on there and just kind of ignored that the liner was there. And I did get some, popping around where the connections are, like right there. Got a little bit of popping, but and I didn't do an aggressive roll. Just kind of push that lip in a little bit. I didn't actually push the whole fender out. So I'm hoping that's enough. I guess we'll see when I get to an autocross. Here's an idea you can steal from me. So I did my test runs on the street with, I put some blue tape on the inside here just to make sure I could see if there's any rubbing at all. It'd show up easier. And then on the front I also put some tape on the inside of the fender cover there. And then in here also there's some on the because there's some bumps in there. Just wanted to see if there's any rubbing at all. It'd be easier to see on that blue tape.